Good morning. Today is Thursday, chemo day. I'm wearing my bold outfit. Here's a little sneak peek. We'll give you a shot of that, hopefully. And we're hoping that Kyle will be allowed to go into chemo. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm at chemo, getting my infusion. And guess what? Kyle's here! My first ever visitor at chemo. And this is my second time battling chemo. Or, can you tell I have chemo getting infused right now and I have chemo brain? It's my second time battling first, okay.
Your second round of...
Second round of chemo, is what I'm trying to say. And I've never had a visitor at chemo.
Yep.
And now I have one. He said that he's at the perfect spot to give me a foot rub while I relax. So I will take off my shoes, or he will, and I will get spoiled, apparently. I'm excited. I'm feeling okay. As soon as the chemo started going in, I started feeling out of it kind of and tired. So I think I'm going to close my eyes. I think that's why my words don't work, because the chemo's pumping in and giving me chemo brain. But that's okay. I'll see you guys soon. Yay! The best part about having a visitor allowed at chemo is I get a foot massage. It's blurry. I don't know how to make it not blurry. What do you think? Do you like being a chemo visitor? Is it hard work?
No, I love it. VIP.
I'm done with chemo. It went well. I'm feeling okay. A little chemo brain kicked in. Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
Where I struggle at putting words together, but I'm feeling okay. Tired. Just a little sick feeling, but nothing crazy. I take steroids, extra steroids, on today and tomorrow, so it helps me to feel a little better for a little longer. It was so nice having you.
It was great.
At chemo.
A few observations to share.
Wait, first of all, it was so fun watching you. I've never had a visitor at chemo. This was my first time that I was allowed to have a visitor at chemo, and it was so fun watching you observe and take everything in, and just watching everything they do. You were like fascinated looking at everything. And then for one of the parts, when they hook up the chemo drugs, chemo brain, they have to wear like these hazardous suits, would you say?
Like a hazmat
like
suit?
A gown, a hazardous gown, to keep themselves safe so that the drugs don't touch them. If there's like a splash or something, I don't know. And your face when you saw them putting on their little hazmat outfits, he's like what the heck?
Just to bring in the medicine, not to just to bring it in.
Any handling of it, the chemo drugs.
They're wearing full hazmat suits.
No, they don't have like a helmet, but the whole body. Close. It was funny, but just watching you with that was funny. And then when they were doing the port stuff, they had to, hook my port up to stuff.
I couldn't believe they take these vials like this big of fluid, and they say, "All right, Mrs. Appleford." And then, oh, don't worry, got another one this size, 1 second. And then, oh, I have a third one this big. And it's like, I just can't believe how much goes into you during a chemo session.
It was just fun to show someone. I've never had someone there for that stuff. And I've always wanted to show like the kids or Kyle or my sister or just whoever I wanted to show. I could probably film it, but I'm uncomfortable with it. I don't want to ask the nurses and make them feel pressured, so I don't say it. But it was fun to watch you see everything.
It was fun to be there. I was glad that you didn't have to be alone for this one. And I don't know if it made it go by faster or slower with me there, but it made it go faster for me, because usually I'm sitting bored in the library texting or trying to find out how much time, but now I can see there's no, like...
It was just so funny watching you.
You kind of have an estimate.
You're like, everything they do, you're like...
They give you like, oh, this is going to be 30 minutes, this one's going to be 10 minutes, but with the fluids and with the setup and waiting for the pharmacy to deliver the drugs, and you never know how long it's going to take.
It takes
like,
a while. It was 4 hours today.
Yeah. It's like time stops in there. It's weird, but it was cool. I had an observation, and I mean this in all due respect, because the nurses there are literally amazing.
Amazing.
And Jenny's sister's a nurse. I have the most respect for nurses, and I could never do that job.
He's wanted to.
I've wanted to,
since all my stuff. He's like,
I'd love to be...
I think nursing might have been a thing I could do well.
Yeah.
And you said oncology.
Not that, no. Just
now
nurse.
we're afraid.
Just nurse. But they go through, before she gets her chemo, it's almost like this questionnaire they have to do to make sure she can, not only the blood work that she does, but to make sure that she's okay to do the chemo again. So they check different things. They check her urine and whatever.
Yeah, I didn't realize with this chemo regimen, they check my urine every time I do chemo before. I have to pee in a cup.
And if it has protein, you don't get to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because one of the chemo drugs can pull the protein out of my body dangerously, right?
Yeah.
So they check it every time. And in that pink jumpsuit, trying to pee in a cup, it was not pretty.
No.
Not a good idea for the pink jumpsuit at chemo. I didn't realize it, but it was fine. They had a sink.
but
to wash my hands.
They go through these questions, these 38 questions, you know, how do you feel?
Not all of the nurses do as many questions. This nurse in particular did more.
But it was, you know, how do you feel? Any side effects the last time on chemo? I mean, first of all, it's hard enough to remember yesterday. We're parents.
I should have brought my vitals notebook.
We have cancer. There's just so much going on. And Jenny surprisingly pulls these answers out. I don't know where she gets it from, but... Oh, did you have any tingling? Oh, yes, I did on the Friday after, blah, blah. Oh, you
what
did?
Day, for how long?
What day? And
your faces. You were just funny.
Anytime she answered with a, yeah, I kind of did, it was almost like a feeling of like you're doing it wrong. Like you almost feel like...
Let down. Like you're letting them down.
Like you're letting them down. They're not disappointed or whatever, but they kind of give you the vibe like, oh. And it's like, they brought this medicine in a full, not a full, but a hazmat suit. That's how dangerous this medicine is, and she brought it in.
A gown and gloves.
But then she's having a few side effects, not that bad, except for the extreme fatigue, which you told her, and even that, she was like, oh. It's like, anyway.
Well, and then before I started chemo, you brought up that they gave us a big binder, like a literal binder.
Oh, they gave us a binder
with
this
all the
thick
info on chemo.
Of all the side effects of chemo and all the dangers of chemo. It's quite thick. But then when you say, oh, I had fatigue, and I had nausea, and I had constipation, and yeah, I had a little tingling, they go, oh, you did? Oh, you should really tell your doctor. You know what happens when we tell our doctor?
He doesn't.
He goes,
okay.
Duh, yeah, that's exactly what should happen. So it just kind of felt like...
Which we do tell him, but...
It just kind of feels like we're letting them down.
It's every person is different. Most of the nurses aren't like that. No.
But
this nurse was so nice.
It's just...
She just does it a little differently than the others.
My personal opinion is that you're knocking this chemo round out of the park. You're a champion. And so I'm protective husband going, hey, don't give her a C or a D on her report card. She is rocking this thing. So I don't know. And I know they all care about her. I was just being protective husband in there. And then to see all that you go through every time, you know, we all just hear about it. We haven't been able to see it. But so much gets put into your body. So many questions. And it's hard. I don't know how you do it. But you're so brave. And you did it in style again today, which I'm proud of.
And you spoiled me with the foot massage.
Yeah, a little foot
leg massage.
And it was nice to have each other's company.
It was cute. The nurse, she said, are you husband and caretaker? And he said, yes, I am. And at the beginning of this journey, Kyle was really uncomfortable with the term
Didn't like that
caretaker.
word.
He was like, he just thought it meant I wasn't doing well. But it's okay to not be doing well.
Yeah.
You know, like chemo kicks my butt.
And now
it doesn't mean I won't be well again.
Right. It's just right now.
But now he's super comfortable with being my caretaker.
I say, yes, well, that's my full-time job.
It was sweet. He seemed like proud. Like, yep, that's me. And at first you were afraid of that term, so I thought it was cute to see your growth.
I love it.
But and they all like him. you know, yesterday he got to meet my oncologist for the first time in person, and my NP for the first time, and my regular nurses. And then today he got to do chemo for the first time. And they all like him.
They do. They do.
Like, oh, who's this new person? Like, we all, us patients, we all wanted our visitors to come. I feel like the hospital wanted the visitors. They're like, give us someone fun and new and exciting.
Yeah.
Because they love you.
But it's been good.
It's fun.
And I'm proud of you for today.
Thanks.
And you're doing okay.
I'm grateful that you came and wanted to. And were so sweet and supportive.
And you have an appetite. I'm gonna go pick up food. Yay.
The kids were at my parents' house today. Winnie was sad at drop off, which was sad. But she came home so happy and she ended up having fun. And we got her a carry-on suitcase for the flight to Hawaii. And she's so proud of it. So we're gonna start getting ready for that. Even though I'll probably just be laying and telling you what to do.
What, in Hawaii?
No, getting ready for Hawaii.
Oh, I was zoning out. Yeah, of course. That's good. That's great.
Because the kids we're gonna do, I think, 2 carry-on suitcases. Is that what they're called?
2 carry-ons and 1 checked bag, and then everyone with a backpack.
We say that before we even started packing at all, so who knows what we'll end up with.
We may need more or less.
But that's gonna be fun. We're excited. The kids are playing with their suitcases right now. So we've got like a little free time to chat.
Oh, question for anybody who's maybe going through this too, or has.
Oh, and I got something today I need to tell you about.
The lady at, we went to TJ Maxx and we planned to get 1 suitcase, and we spent a lot more than that. And she's chatting it up. She's a social butterfly, and she said, oh, you're going on a trip? And we said, yeah, we're going to Hawaii, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, what's the reason? Like, what, celebrating anything?
And we've made the mistake of saying, like, the cancer thing.
And it just brings the room
and
down.
Everyone's like, oh, gosh. Like, literally, they make a face like, oh.
Sorry.
And so we're like, oh, we shouldn't. Like, we don't mean to be offensive or bring anyone down. It's just what we're going through. It's just the situation. So, like, if they ask, we're honest normally. And we've seen too many, like, weirded out faces. So we're like, he's avoiding it at all costs for all the questions. It was funny.
Yeah, just, oh, yeah, we're just going.
But is your question, do you tell people?
Do you tell people at that point? Or
yeah, would you say, you know, it's
just let it go.
A gifted trip because my wife has stage 4 cancer and it spread to her brain.
Right. Do you kill the vibe of the room, or just nod and say, we're so excited?
That was we were talking to one of the moms at Elsa's performance yesterday, and we were kind of having to avoid it as well then.
Yeah, it kept coming up almost.
I don't know when I'm supposed to say it or not, but when I've been brave and said it,
people like
majority of the time, they're like, oh gosh.
Oh, never mind.
What did she just say? What do I say?
I don't want to talk to you.
But some people, they're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, most people are really nice, or a lot of people, but also a lot of people are uncomfortable. So now we avoid it, but I'm always comfortable to talk about it, but it seems that others aren't. Uh-oh. Winnie!
We're over here, baby.
Winnie came looking for me crying. Did you miss me? I missed you. I missed you when I was gone today. Did you have fun with Pops and Gammy? And Ellis? Yeah. So the thing that I got today was a paper that qualifies me for is that the word? For a handicap placard. They kept calling it placard. I've never used that word, so I'm uncomfortable with it. Or I don't think I have. But, you know, I have mixed feelings about that. That I'm considered disabled now with being stage 4 cancer patient. Oh, you want to show your dress? This is from Aunt Sandy and Uncle Mark. Wow, look how pretty you look. The Strawberry Princess. Oh, we don't want to lift it. I can lift you. There we go. Oh, you have shorts under. That's good. Those are from the Vander cousins.
Yeah.
The Vander aunties or something. Vander aunties. You're like a Meter Bell dancer. You're so good at that. We can dance. So yeah, mixed feelings because it's sad that I'm considered disabled now.
And then I don't want to dance.
Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. You could just sing.
No,
But
I don't
also,
want to sing.
oh, you don't have to. But then I'm also happy because it'll help me. So like if we ever go to Disneyland, which we want to, then I can have that.
And
It might
that's-
help on the flights.
And that thumbs out too.
Yep. So overall today went well. And now I have to rest up and get healthy for Hawaii. I drink a giant green juice to help my body. And now I'm gonna have a high protein salad for dinner.
I like the daddy one. I like the pink one today. I doesn't like pink.
Daddy doesn't like pink. Daddy does like pink. Yeah. All right. We love you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. I'll try to post days after chemo videos if I'm up for it. We'll see. You want to wave bye to everyone? You want to say I love you? Say thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot, Mom.
Bye.